Yeong, today you're going to bring us an initiative focused on children at the center of city planning. What is that about?
That's right. So as you all know, Korea is dealing with record low birth rates, and many districts are now rethinking how to make their communities places where children can actually thrive. And one approach that's gaining renewed attention is UNICEF's Child-Friendly Cities Initiative.
I've actually heard of the concept before, but I feel like many people still don't know whether their city is certified or what it really means in practice. So what is it?
Exactly. So I decided to take a visit to Korea's very first child-friendly city, which is Seongbuk-gu District in Seoul, to see what the model looks like on the ground and also to listen to what those actively participating in the initiative had to say about it.
And I guess it goes far beyond just playgrounds and parks and so on?
Yes, it does. It's about governance, participation, and creating communities where children's voices are genuinely heard. So let's take a look together. A city where children are not only protected, but also heard, respected, and actively involved in shaping their communities. Under UNICEF guidelines, cities must show sustained progress in child participation in decisions that affect them, safety, access to culture and play, and child rights-based governance before receiving official child-friendly city certification. Over the past decade, South Korea's first child-friendly city, Seongbukgu, has expanded its youth councils, strengthened child participation in budgeting, and opened new child-centered community spaces. One of those spaces is the Seongbuk Youth Center, where young people gather to debate issues, draft proposals, and develop practical civic projects.
There are already many educational programs for children in Seongbukgu, but I think it's even more meaningful when children themselves can propose the kinds of education they feel they need.
Because places like the Youth Culture Center provide a safe environment with instructors and support for a variety of activities, I can really feel that Seongbukgu District respects and supports children in a meaningful way.
Here, children also learn confidence, communication skills, and the sense that their opinions matter.
The different experiences and encouragement they receive here will eventually become valuable resources in their lives when they need them. And importantly, they are no longer seen simply as beneficiaries in need of help, but as key members of the community who live and grow alongside us, and that's the foundation of creating a truly child-friendly culture.
UNICEF says the true measure of a child-friendly city lies in rights-based governance that treats children as full citizens, a priority made even more urgent by Korea's low birth rate.
Given the era of extremely low birth rates, creating child-friendly cities carries significance not only for advancing children's rights, but also as a key strategy for ensuring the long-term sustainability of our society and our country.
With more municipalities joining the initiative, South Korea aims to raise children on a foundation of respect and build communities where their voices are genuinely heard.
What a heartwarming and meaningful initiative. But Yeong, what are some things that Korean municipalities should prioritize going forward?
So, according to a UNICEF official I spoke with, central government support is actually very essential to strengthening this nationwide. Child-friendly cities require long-term commitment, resources, and legal backing. So if Korea wants to ensure universal child rights, it really needs this kind of national-level support and systems behind it.
What about the children themselves? Because I'm sure their opinion matters the most. So how do they see this?
That's actually a great question. Let's hear directly from one of the students who also happens to be the chair of the Seongbuk Youth Council.
I think a child-friendly city is one where children can make their own choices and actively participate. We do have activities like our youth council, but only a small number of students get to experience that. To strengthen participation rights, I think we need more education and programs in familiar places like schools, so that many more children can be involved.
Spoken like a true council chair. But Ye-young, I heard that there are also international models that we can learn from or benchmark.
Yes, this is actually something that I also discussed with the UNICEF official I spoke with. According to her, in countries including Iceland, the national government and UNICEF run the child-friendly city systems together, making it part of national child rights policy with national funding or legal support. And that's why UNICEF Korea has recently been working with the National Assembly and ministries to introduce that idea that Korea, like other countries, should adopt a shared model where the government and UNICEF partner together to support local child-friendly cities. So the hope is that this will lead to stronger, more consistent policies and ultimately better environments for all children across the country.
All right, thank you very much for that meaningful coverage, Ye-young, which especially opened the eyes to the fact that children are key members of the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Ye-young.
And thank you for having me.